Hey guys, so today I'm going to be playing Tower of Hell, but it's Pro Towers. And I'm going to be trying to complete it. This stage is kind of annoying. Okay. Um so let's talk, okay? So everybody loves having Valentine's Day at school, right? I I I know I do. Okay. I love Valentine's Day at school. I'm very happy that it's falling on a Monday. And there would always be like that one kid that would like only bring Valentine's Day things to their friends. And there was also always that one kid that like you could tell that they didn't want to give the entire class it, but it was like their parents had forced them to or something. And they would just have like a miserable face the entire time that they were giving you it, and you're just looking at them and they're standing there slowly handing you the card, and you just eventually get annoyed and you grab the card and he's like, "Oh, why are you being so rude? I'm giving you this when I don't even want to." And then everybody's like, excuse me? You don't have to give us these things, you know? He's like, "No, because my mom's gonna yell at me." I know that there's that one kid I know that that kid is in my class, but I'm not gonna say what their name is because I don't know if they're watching this video. Okay, we're going to Noob Towers. Yay. Um, and never mind. And then, like, I feel like I'm the only person that actually gives my teacher things. Because, like, my friend Emily, she definitely gives the teacher things and stuff. But, like, for Christmas, like, we had a Christmas party. I feel like everybody has Christmas parties. And my friend Emily, she made like these sleighs for the class, and she had some extras, and I was like, "Well, the first person that you should give it to is your teacher." And she was like, "Yeah." And then I was like, "Yeah." And then we gave one to the teacher, and we went down to her niece's classroom because she has a niece, and she's in kindergarten, and we go down to her niece's classroom, and we give one to her niece. We're gonna call her Abby, okay? Because I don't know if I'm allowed to say her name on here, or if Emily wants me to. And we gave one to Abby, and we gave one to her teacher, and we gave one to like the other teachers because she's in like a special classroom. I'm not gonna tell you why because I don't even really know why. But she's in a special classroom, so she has like multiple teachers in there. So we gave one to all the teachers that was in there. And then we walk out, and I tell Emily, and I'm like, "The last person that you gave one of the sleighs to was a substitute. You know that, right?" She was like, "Wait, really?" And I was like, "Yeah." She was like, "Oh, dang it." Because she really wanted to give some to, like, her old teachers, but she had none left because she gave them all to the kids in that class. Well, to all the teachers in that class. So she was really sad. And yeah. Um I love the Halloween parties too that we do, cuz I like Halloween and I like being able to wear my costume to school and stuff and show my friends. And I remember the first year in fourth grade, the first year that I moved to where I am now, I the first Halloween thing that we had at our school, that I had at that school, I was in fourth grade and I was being a witch. And I remember that morning I didn't have enough time to put on like the makeup that I was gonna wear on Halloween night, and I was really sad about it. And my friend Emily, me and Emily have been friends forever, and she was like, "Oh, you could use some of my makeup." And I was like, "Oh, really?" And she was like, "Yeah, I brought some extra makeup in case my makeup fell off." I was like, "Oh, that's cool." So, she gives me some of her makeup, and no offense, Emily, if you're watching this, but she did a terrible job. I looked like a freaking clown, and everybody was looking at me weird that day. And like everybody was looking at me weird, and I couldn't see through the mirror, so I decided to go to the bathroom and see why everybody was looking at me. And I looked in the mirror and I saw my face, and I could tell at the time that it looked terrible. But like when she did it, she was like, "Oh, and it's not perfect, but I think it looks pretty good for my age." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm sure it does, even though I can't see it." She was like all happy there, said they and stuff. I regretted saying that. um, and I wiped it off, and then I went back into the classroom, and Emily was like, "Why did you take it off?" And I was like, "Well, because it 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 kind of irritated my face." Because I'm a sensitive to a lot of things. That's actually true. I'm sensitive to a lot of things. Um, and she knew that, so she believed me. And yeah, and then she put on a tiny bit more like lip gloss. And yeah. And then there was also this one, that same Halloween in class, there was this one girl that was being a Visco girl, because it was the year of Visco girls, when Visco girls were the thing, all themselves. And actually, she was my friend in fourth grade, and she was we weren't besties, but she was my friend, and her name was Isabel, and she was being a Visco girl. She was being a Visco girl with her friend Nore, and she she was a Visco girl together, and They actually looked really cute, but it wasn't really a costume. And they had their hair up in a ponytail. They brought a hydro flask everywhere that they went, and they had scrunchies all over their arms. Like, yeah, and then they had like those shell necklaces or whatever they're called. They both had one of those, but like in real life, they were Visco girls, so like they just basically looked the same as they did when they weren't in their costume. I know you couldn't see me, but I was quotating with my fingers. Um, and yeah. I don't know if your school does this, but my school, um, they do like on the 80th day of school, they do like this thing where you can either dress how people used to dress in the 80s, or you could dress like an 80-year-old person. And again in 4th grade, there's this kid. We're gonna call him. Thinking of a good name. We're gonna call him Ethan. Okay, his name is Ethan now. And he he brought his grandpa's cane. And I was like, "Oh, where did you get that cane? I want a cane." And he was like, "Oh, I got it from my grandpa's house." And I was like, "So you stole your grandpa's cane?" And he was like, "Yeah." I was like, "And you're proud of it?" He was like, "Yeah. Why wouldn't I be?" It's like, "Okay." And then I walked away. Um, Ew, I hate coughing on my mic. This girl's AFK. Um, and that day we did a whole bunch of like 80 crafts and stuff. Like one, it was we had 80 toothpicks and 80 marshmallows, and we could um like make anything that we wanted out of it. And then there was another one where we got 80 Cheerios. And then there was like other ones, I can't remember them what they were and stuff. But yeah. But I think I'm gonna end this video here. um but I think I'm gonna end this video here. Goodbye.